All right. How are you feeling today?
Hey guys, Dr. Rishi Desai here, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about how to find or strike balance in medical school, something that I think a lot of people struggle with, and I certainly struggled with early on that has gotten better and better as life has gone on, but certainly I wish I had more balance in medical school. So that's kind of the topic of today. The first tip is to form good habits, and I'm going to kind of categorize in two categories. There's learning habits and there's kind of personal habits. So in terms of learning habits, what I mean is making sure you do things that optimize your time studying. So interleaving, we know that works. That's where, if I'm studying biochemistry, I mix it up, and then I study anatomy, and then I study histology, and then I go back to biochemistry. So mixing it up is really important. It's a little harder, but you'll remember stuff for longer. So each hour you spend learning is actually more efficient. So that's one strategy. Another one is spaced repetition. If I know something, then I should probably repeat it a little bit later. If I don't know something, then I should repeat it kind of more quickly. So those are some good learning habits that I want you to really focus on. Another set of kind of good habits would be personal habits. So how you sleep. When you wake up, do you eat a good healthy meal? Do you drink a lot of water during the day? Do you have good sleeping habits? The truth is that makes you a better, happier person. Makes you a better healthcare professional, but also these are the things that your patients are going to struggle with in terms of their own conditions. Making sure that they have a good diet that helps to reduce the amount of flares they get from their celiac disease, or that they're exercising so that they can lose weight, which means that they have less osteoarthritis on their knees. So these are good habits that I want you to form so that you can actually help your future patients and empathize with them, because learning good habits is really hard. So first thing in medical school, try to yourself get really good learning habits, be efficient with your learning, and also good personal habits. Tip number 2 is manage your money. We don't talk enough about money, and money affects all of our lives. The first thing to do to manage your money would be to establish a budget. A lot of people have never really budgeted before. So when I was going through, one thing that I did is I tracked what I spent on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and kind of tracked it over, week on week. And I actually started noticing certain patterns, like spending $4 for a cup of tea is just maybe a small purchase when you're just spending that amount right away, but it adds up quickly, right? And so I started thinking, wait a second, let me try to take on a personal challenge. And my personal challenge was, what's the least amount of money I can get through a month on? So I ended up cooking meals at home. I found free, fun activities on weekends that didn't, empty my wallet. I made sure that I ended up hanging out more with friends. I didn't go and spend a lot on clothes or other things like that. And I ended up getting through one whole month on $200, not including rent. But that was a big accomplishment for me. And I have spent much more than that, in the months since, but I have reined it in at times, and it's just good to have that exercise, because then you just become more cognizant of how money is being spent. So the second big tip is, again, manage your money. And third, just say no. So just say no means learn how to say no to things that take up your time professionally. So of course you're going to want to study hard. Of course you're going to want to get involved in certain organizations. You're going to take on research projects. You're going to want to do a lot of things professionally, but I encourage you to learn how to say no, because there's a lot of times when you're going to start feeling like, hey, I'm getting pushed, all my time is getting taken up. I've got this tiny little bit of time left for myself, for my friends. And as you go through medical school, part of striking a good balance is pushing back and saying, no, I need more personal time to do things that I care about, maybe learning a new language or playing piano or whatever it is that kind of refills your cup. So that's a big theme for me, is making sure you kind of are always taking good care of yourself, and that's what I'll leave you with. So again, make sure that you form good habits, both learning habits and personal habits. Make sure that you are managing your money, and also think about how to just say no to activities that would otherwise take up your time, so that you can do things for yourself. So if you liked these tips, if you're thinking about how to be even more balanced, there's a fantastic book that we put out, How to Learn in the Health Professions. There's a video series that goes with that book. So check it out. You can buy it in our bookstore. You might really enjoy a lot of the tips that are there. It really expands on a lot of the stuff I just talked about. Thanks again. Have a great rest of the day. Take care. Bye-bye.
Start your free trial today at osmosis.org.